Mittagong Maltings was a large three-malthouse complex first established in 1899 by the Malting Company of New South Wales to supply malt to breweries across the state. The Malting site is now a local council heritage item, located northeast of the current Mittagong railway station. The Maltings are a group of imposing buildings next to the main southern railway and Nattai Creek. All the Maltings stood like castles tall through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ash and rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. Land at what is now the Oaklands Estate was acquired in 1898 by the Malting Company of NSW. In 1899 and 9, a dignified malt house was built between the railway and the creek. Over the next 18 years, 2 more malt houses were added, along with silos, workshops, and a manager's house. The first malt house opened in August 1899. In 1905, the company sold the site to Tooth & Co. A year later, they built a second malt house north of the original design as its mirror image. The third malt house across Nattai Creek opened in 1916. From 1916 to 1942, the 3 malt houses operated almost continuously, with new buildings and better facilities added over time. A light rail and footbridge were built across the creek to connect malt houses 1 and 2 to 3. All the Maltings stood like castles tall through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ash and rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. In 1942, a fire badly damaged malt houses 1 and 2. Malt House 1 was shut for over a year, and Malt House 2 for 10 years. Malt House 3 stayed in operation. Repairs to Malt House 1 began soon after and continued for several years. Malt House 2 was fully rebuilt and resumed production in 1953. The site closed briefly in 1948 due to weather. I assume it was bad. A Malting stood like castles tall through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ash and rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. Another fire in 1969 shut Malt House 1 for good, with all internal structures removed. Malt Houses 2 and 3 continued until 1980, when fire destroyed the silo and kiln roof at Malt House 3. As subcontracting became easier and profits dropped, Tooth & Co. decided to shut the Maltings and put the property up for sale in 1981. In 2019, the site was sold to Halcyon's Hotels, who plan to preserve the outer buildings to create a modern multi-use space inside. The area is not fenced off and closed to the public, except for drones. Drones can fly in and out with ease. All the Maltings stood like castles tall through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ash and rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. They laid the stone by Nattai Creek where the wild winds moan. The Malting Co. of New South Wales built a dream upon the rail. 3 proud hulls began to rise beneath the southern railway skies. They brewed the malt, they stoked the flame, and Mittagong would earn its name. Oh, the Maltings stood like castles tall through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ash and rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. Tooth & Co. came in '05, kept the old machine alive. Built a twin, a mirror made, where workers toiled and deals were laid. Across the creek in 16's dawn, the third rose up as fires were drawn, with bridges built and silos fed, till war and flames left black and red. Oh, the Maltings stood like castles tall, through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ashen rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. 22 brought flames again, and silence fell across the grain. But still they rose, repaired with pride, though years would pass and hopes had died. 69, the final blaze left Malthouse 1 in a smoky haze. The silos burned in 80's gloom, the last breath left that silent room. In 81, the story paused as Tooth and Co. weighed up the cost. The gates were closed, the fire's cold, the Maltings' dreams were bought and sold. Now Halcyon holds the frame and face of history time cannot erase. Behind the fence, the ghosts still hum, in brick and beam, the past lives on. Stood like castles tall, through fire, flood, and empire's fall. From golden grain to ashen rain, still the memory will remain. Raise a glass to times long gone, to the Maltings of Mittagong. Full detail.